families, welcome back once again. I hope you are well. I hope your day is good. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. This news is about AES. The military commanders, the defense ministers were in Niger. They were in the military school to discuss very important issues: security, war, peace, and a lot of things were discussed there. But they share few with us as usual. Families, please listen, and I'll be back. Thank you for your time.
This solemn ceremony marks the start of the 2025 to 2026 academic year for the 5th class of the Staff College at Niger's Higher Military School. Inaugurated in 2021, the Staff College of the Higher Military School of Niamey has trained 4 classes of Nigerian and international officers. This school is at the first level of higher military education. The training lasts for 9 months and is concluded with a Staff College diploma. The commander of the school, Colonel Major Rafiu Koulibaly, recalled the objective assigned to the Staff College by the command.
The objective assigned by the command to the Staff College is to train future staff officers as operations or drafting officers for the tasks they will have to carry out within the cells of the various types of staff headquarters. Organic or operational in the context of an interstate conflict, an irregular war, or possibly a peacekeeping operation. The curriculum of the Staff College emphasizes the following areas of instruction: general and tactical reasoning methods, the use of forces at the tactical level, and mastery of level 4, which corresponds to the Combined Arms Tactical Group, the level at which combined arms tactical maneuvers are conducted, and a solid understanding of level 3, which corresponds to the Combined Arms Brigade, the level at which combined arms tactical maneuvers are designed. Written and oral communication procedures in staff headquarters, and proficiency in operational English.
At the Staff College of the Higher Military School, trainee officers benefit from high-quality tailored training adapted to our security environment. The school continues its efforts in officer training to better prepare them for command and to meet the challenges of the moment, stated the Chief of Staff of the Nigerian Armed Forces, Major General Musa Salobamu, representing the Minister of National Defense.
The staff course is not just a required step in an officer's career, it is also a school of military thought, a laboratory, a place for exchange and doctrinal development. It is here that minds are shaped to conceive, plan, and lead large-scale operations while strictly upholding Republican values and military ethics. Therefore, I invite you, dear trainees, to take advantage of this academic year by approaching your training with discipline, humility, and ambition. I speak of discipline because it is the main strength of the armed forces. I speak of humility because no one holds the sole truth when it comes to war or strategy. And of ambition, since our country needs visionary leaders and bold ones. Niger, thanks to the support of its partners and under the high guidance of the President of the Republic, Head of State and Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces, remains committed to strengthening the capabilities of its armed forces, both through the modernization of equipment and the development of human capital. I have no doubt that the higher military school will rise to the challenge, for the path has been paved.
Next came the introduction of the trainee officers, notably those from Burkina Faso, Mali, Chad, as well as the national officers. The latter come from the National Guard of Niger, the National Gendarmerie, and the Nigerian Armed Forces. It should be noted that this ceremony was attended by the Chiefs of Staff of the Armed Forces of Burkina Faso and Mali.
October 15, 2025, a high-level strategic meeting was held in Niamey, bringing together the Chiefs of Staff of the Armed Forces from the member countries of the Confederation of Sahel States. The meeting was chaired by Major General Oumar Diarra, Chief of the General Staff of the Armed Forces of the Republic of Mali and current Chairman of the Committee of Chiefs of Staff of the Confederation. The main objective of this meeting was to assess the progress made in strengthening the unified force and to define the next steps for its full operationalization. Participating in this important working session were Brigadier General Musa Jallow, Chief of the General Staff of the Armed Forces of Burkina Faso, Major General Musa Salo Borgnou, Chief of the General Staff of the Armed Forces of the Republic of Niger, Colonel Eric Dabiri, Chief of the Integrated Staff of the AES Unified Force and his staff, as well as delegations of military experts from the 3 member countries. The opening ceremony was marked by a speech from General Musa Salo Borgnou, followed by addresses from his counterparts from Burkina Faso and Mali, highlighting the firm commitment of the 3 states to build a sovereign, effective, and interoperable Sahelian force. The work carried out in the plenary session focused on 3 main points: the security situation in the areas of operation of the unified AES force, the progress of the establishment and operationalization of the integrated headquarters, and the presentation of activities already completed as well as the remaining challenges. At the end of the discussions, the Chiefs of Staff conducted an inspection visit of the EMI facilities, during which they saw firsthand the progress made and congratulated the staff for the quality of the work accomplished and the living and working conditions that have now been established. They also praised the increasing pooling of human, material, and logistical resources observed in the Unified Theater of Operations, emphasizing that this momentum now serves as a tangible driver of efficiency and inter-service cohesion within the Confederation. At the conclusion of the proceedings, the Chiefs of Staff reached several major resolutions. The decision to entrust the appointment of the Unified Force Commander and his deputy, respectively, to Mali and Niger. Their official installation will take place in the coming weeks in Bamako under the presidency of the head of the Confederation of Sahel States. The instruction given to the Chief of the Integrated General Staff to conduct field visits to the battalions currently being formed in order to assess their operational readiness and cohesion before their actual deployment. The organization of a training course on operational level planning funded by the Transitional President of Mali for the benefit of the EMI staff. The holding of a workshop to review and validate the communication strategy of the AES Unified Force in Bamako, including the definition of the uniform and distinctive insignia of the force. The validation of the planning for a large-scale operation under the aegis of the AES Unified Force in order to test the coordination, responsiveness, and operational capabilities of the Integrated General Staff in the coming weeks. In closing, the Chiefs of Staff extended their congratulations to Major General Musa Salo Borgnou, Chief of Staff of the Nigerian Armed Forces, for the exemplary organization of the meeting and the remarkable efforts made towards the operationalization of the Integrated General Staff. They also expressed their deep gratitude to the highest Nigerian authorities for the warm welcome, availability, and legendary hospitality they enjoyed throughout their stay in Niamey. This meeting marks a decisive step in consolidating collective security sovereignty and in building a unified Sahelian defense architecture under the enlightened leadership of the heads of state of Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger, founders of the Confederation of Sahel States.
Thank you so much, families, for listening and watching. I read a comment not long ago before I started this video. It was in my mind. Somebody was saying they should build their military, they should do this, they should do that. I was like, they are doing everything together. They are working together. And as you can tell, from the beginning, from day one, that's what they are doing. Security, if they are not working together, they will not be where they are now. Families, I've added another video to this one. After the general meeting and everything, they visit one of the camps that the 3 countries, Mali, Niger, Burkina Faso, where some of the commanders live to discuss matters and also to operate from there jointly. Families, please watch and listen, and I'll be back. Thank you for your time.
Niamey, in the context of the growing strength of the unified AES force and in accordance with the political will of Presidents Ibrahim Traoré of Burkina Faso, Assimi Goïta of Mali, and Abdourahmane Chiani of Niger. This meeting of the Committee of Chiefs of Staff of the Confederation of Sahel States, attended by the Chief of the General Staff of the Armed Forces of Burkina Faso, Brigadier General Musa Diallo, is intended as a crucial step in consolidating security sovereignty within the Confederation's territory.
The Confederation of Sahel States is much more than just a cooperation pact. It is the expression of a shared determination to reclaim control over our sovereignty, our security, and our destiny.
Our meeting this morning takes place in the context of a fierce struggle for the survival of our nations, for the dignity of our peoples, and for the complete restoration of our sovereignty. This demands from us more coordination, greater operational effectiveness, and above all, unwavering mutual trust.
These days, the Unified Forces Integrated General Staff is being established, a testament to the firm commitment of the three states to build a sovereign, effective, and interoperable Sahelian force.
The challenges are great, but they are not beyond our capabilities. This is precisely the purpose behind the creation of the Unified Force. So we will always continue to work to truly defend our territory.
Several key resolutions have resulted from this 24-hour meeting, including the appointment of the commander of the Unified Force and their deputy, the organization of training on operational level planning for the benefit of EMI personnel, and the holding of a workshop to review and validate the communication strategy of the AUS Unified Force. Furthermore, the Chief of the Integrated General Staff has been instructed to carry out field visits to the battalions currently being formed in order to assess their operational readiness before actual deployment.
Our goal is to ensure that all personnel and resources are in place, that the force generation is effective, so that by the end of the year, the force commander is installed and planning can already begin. As for the joint operations carried out in the various areas of cooperation,
as the process of operationalizing the unified AES force is being evaluated, the KPM is on the ground to get a first-hand look at the living and working conditions of the Integrated General Staff, which has been deployed for 2 months now. This was an opportunity for the Committee of Chiefs of Staff to congratulate the head of the Integrated General Staff and his team for the work already accomplished, the first results of which are already visible on the ground. The personnel are urged to continue planning operations in the fight against terrorist groups present in the AES area.
Thank you so much, families, for listening and watching. This is what they are doing. They are doing a lot together. Of course, they have to do that. They have to put their resources together. And sometimes, instead of speaking on the phone, it's better to meet face to face. There are things that you have to be there to do it yourself. And maybe have some trainings in the background that they will not share with us, which is great as well. So yes, this is how the AES are putting their resources together, military-wise, to protect these three countries. I will leave you here, families. Thank you for your time. God bless you all. Ready to Sahel Info and RTB News. Thank you so much, families. I will leave you here. My VIPs, my kids and queens, my new members, thank you so much. God bless you all for what you are doing, your encouragement, your support. Thank you for your time. I'll be back with another great development news from Burkina Faso and Niger as well. See you soon. Bye-bye.